Simon Sinek explores these questions by diving deep into what makes great leaders and healthy workplace cultures. The core idea: great leaders prioritize the well-being of their team. They create environments where people feel safe, valued, and empowered. And just like in the military, where senior officers eat last to make sure their troops are fed first, true leaders put others before themselves. Or the circle of safety. At the heart of the book is a concept Sinek calls the circle of safety. This is the invisible shield that leaders build around their team, a space where trust thrives and people feel secure. When employees feel safe, they're more collaborative, creative, and loyal. They don't waste energy watching their backs or playing politics. Instead, they focus on the mission and on helping each other. But when leaders fail to build this circle, when fear, stress, and competition dominate, then people retreat into self-preservation mode. Cooperation dies, morale drops, productivity suffers. The biology of leadership. Sinek explains leadership through 4 powerful chemicals in the human brain. 1. Endorphins. Mask pain and give us bursts of energy. Think of the runner's high. 2. Dopamine. The feel-good chemical we get from achieving goals. It's motivating but addictive. 3. Serotonin. Boosts pride and status. It's tied to recognition and respect. 4. Oxytocin. The bonding chemical. It fosters trust, empathy, and connection. Leaders who focus only on short-term results chase dopamine. But the best leaders focus on serotonin and oxytocin, building relationships, loyalty, and long-term health. Leadership is a chemical game, and the right culture fuels the right chemicals. The cortisol and the culture of fear. There's one more chemical, cortisol, the stress hormone. It's useful in emergencies, but chronic stress floods the body with cortisol and destroys trust. When employees are constantly stressed about layoffs, office politics, or aggressive bosses, they can't perform at their best. Cortisol kills creativity and teamwork. It breaks down the very trust that teams need to thrive. That's why toxic leadership isn't just unpleasant, it's biologically damaging. For leadership is a choice. Sinek argues that leadership is not about rank or title. It's a choice, a decision to care for others and shoulder responsibility. He draws examples from the military, where soldiers risk their lives for their comrades, and from corporations, where the best leaders sacrifice short-term profits to protect their people. Companies like Barry Wehmiller, for instance, avoided layoffs during the 2008 crisis. Instead of firing workers, the CEO asked everyone to take unpaid leave. The result? A stronger, more loyal workforce. Real leaders eat last. They protect their people, even when it's hard. Now, the danger of abstraction in large corporations. Leaders often lose sight of the people affected by their decisions. Sinek calls this the abstraction of leadership, when metrics and spreadsheets become more real than human beings. This is dangerous. When leaders care more about numbers than people, the human cost is high. Burnout, disengagement, even scandals and crises. The solution? Get closer. Talk to your people. Walk the floor. Lead with empathy. The infinite game of leadership. Sinek believes that leadership is not a finite game with winners and losers. It's an infinite game, where the goal is to keep playing, to keep improving, to keep serving. Great leaders focus on legacy and long-term impact. They care more about building strong cultures than hitting quarterly targets. When leaders commit to the infinite game, their teams stay engaged, resilient, and loyal. That's how trust is built. That's how great organizations last. Our key takeaways. Leaders create safety. The best leaders protect their people from internal threats, not just external ones. Chemistry matters. Trust and empathy are biological responses shaped by leadership behavior. Empathy over ego. Real leadership requires humility, patience, and service. Long-term thinking wins. Infinite-minded leaders build strong, sustainable cultures. Lead like it's personal. The most impactful leaders make people feel seen, heard, and valued. Final thought, leaders eat last, is more than just a guide for managers. It's a manifesto for human leadership in the 21st century. Sinek reminds us that leadership is not about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge. So whether you're leading a company, a team, or even just yourself, ask, am I helping others feel safe? Am I building trust? Am I eating last? Because when leaders serve first, everyone rises. And if this summary inspired you, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more book breakdowns, leadership insights, and personal growth strategies every week. Hit the bell so you don't miss the next one.